This is Capital on Stage, the Amsterdam edition. It's time to meet the investors.
So I will never be able to say this again. We launched BACKED.VC this week. We literally had our opening board meeting on Monday. So Capital on Stage is the first time we make a public announcement. BACKED.VC is a 30 million euro fund. We've been working on it for the last few months. My name is Haes, and I'm the founder. What are we trying to do? Let me tell you how we came up with the idea. 10 years ago, I was sitting at my undergraduate college, struggling to raise money for the startup that I was running. And so I went to the Oxford Entrepreneur Society, and I said, give me a list of angels, please. And the first angel I met with was a Russian nightclub owner who took this meeting like this. And at the end of the meeting, he goes, you want cash or you want bank transfer? I realized something was wrong with the European VC market. And then I kind of sold out. I'm ashamed to say it. I ticked some boxes at Goldman and McKinsey, and I wasn't very proud of myself. I started a circus, and after starting a circus and realizing that I looked really ugly in skin-tight lycra, I started an accelerator fund. And that ended up taking me to Silicon Valley. And it was at Andreessen Horowitz working there that I realized that there's a fundamental misnomer in VC. Everyone thinks VC does not scale. But VC can scale. And I'll tell you why. But first, I want to tell you about what we care about the values that we imbibe at BACKED.VC. Because we believe that the standards should be raised, that VCs do not do right by founders, and I'm sorry to say this in front of the other VCs, but the standards should be raised. We're not backseat drivers. We roll up our sleeves, and we're currently working in a co-working space where there are 150 other startup employees, and we are, without fail, the last people there at night. Secondly, we do not believe in hierarchy. Our founders are our peers. There is no difference between us. If you need help with a deck, you need help talking to an employee, you want help recruiting, we will go out and do that for you. And finally, we believe the status quo is broken. And so I'll tell you about how we're going to scale VC. But before I do that, I just want to tell you about our thesis. We've heard about a lot of companies that people back. We don't back companies. We back amazing humans. Yes, we look for traction. We don't look for numbers. We look for humans who tell us about a task that seems impossible. And then they deliver on that impossibility. We don't look for technologies or patents. We look for people that have come up with unbelievable interdisciplinary breakthroughs. So how do we make this model scale? Isn't it ironic that VCs have completely failed to create in their own business models the attributes that they look for in the startups that they back? VCs are not scalable. Every incremental portfolio company that you add means that you spend less time with your portfolio. VC has no network effects, and yet you have this family of startups that you should be leveraging. And so what do? We take our family of startups, and instead of being this patriarch in the center of the family, and giving this high-level board advice, we remove ourselves and we build tech products that enable our portfolio companies to help each other. So that as a head of marketing, you can talk to all the other heads of marketing in the portfolio. As a CTO, you can see the benchmarks of the salaries that you should be hiring. When you look, you're an HR manager and you're wanting to hire, you share the talent that is applying to you with all the rest of the portfolio. So that is how we do it. We build tech-enabled products to leverage our portfolio. So here's my ask to you. I believe that we are at a unique moment in time in Europe where companies are no longer just going to be built out of Silicon Valley. Companies are going to be built globally. and portfolios should be helping each other. We should be starting to create a pay-it-forward attitude in Europe. So if you would do us the honor of speaking to us, if you would do us the honor of giving us your time, we would love to help you build the next big things. Thank you.